Hello everyone, my name is Cameron, welcome back to the channel, and today, no, you guys are not getting the next version of the Assassin's Creed ranking list. I'm not ready to do that one just yet. I think I'm going to finish Unity and Syndicate, and then I'll give you guys that list, and then I'm going to go on to probably Rogue, Odyssey, Origins, and then get the Ezio collection, go through that, and then go through probably 1 and then Valhalla. Because yes, 1 is going to be added into this list as I'm going to be getting it on my Xbox One as it's available through backwards compatibility. I figure if I'm going to do this, I might as well do it the right way. So I'm gonna try to do it the best I can. So really quick before I get into this, I do want to talk about one other thing. I kind of mentioned that I had a goal for the end of 2022 for gaming, and that was to beat every Assassin's Creed game that I possibly could, you know, things on Xbox and PlayStation, 100% of the way through. Try to do my very best to get completely through them from start to finish, 100% of the trophies or achievements, whatever. That's changed, just a tiny bit. I'm now going to be doing almost every Ubisoft game. I'm not going to do every Ubisoft game because there's a lot of games that I honestly just can't play. Division, I don't know if there's any online left on that for me to play. Division 2, I could probably get some online, but not a whole lot. Siege, even though I play it a lot, is a very difficult game to 100%, and there's no real story to that game to beat. You know, in a similar vein, a lot of the Ghost Recon games, I'm probably not going to play just because I'm not a huge fan of the Ghost Recon games. I'm not trying to be a dick. I just don't personally really like the Ghost Recon games. If they make a new Splinter Cell game, I'll play through it. Hell, I'll probably stream it on the channel because Splinter Cell was my shit back in the day. But what does this actually mean for those of you who are actually wondering? Well, as previously mentioned, the 17 Assassin's Creed games that you can actually play on PS4 and or Xbox One, that being Assassin's Creed 1, Assassin's Creed 2, Revelations, Brotherhood, 3, Liberation, 4, Rogue, Freedom Cry, which I've actually already finished, which we'll talk about at some point. Freedom Cry, which is the standalone DLC / standalone for Assassin's Creed 4. Syndicate, Unity, because I don't think I mentioned those yet, Valhalla, Origins, Odyssey, and then the Assassin's Creed Chronicles. I think China, India, and Russia, I think, are the 3 that you can play through. So those 17 badass games, which I'm very, very not far through. I just started Unity like 2 weeks ago. Still not done with Black Flag technically. I still have to finish platinuming that, but I have started Unity, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I love the French Revolution setting. It's great. It looks beautiful. That also includes Watch Dogs, Watch Dogs 2, and Watch Dogs Legion, of which I already have finished 100%ing Watch Dogs. I was already done with the game. I just had to go back and do a few more, like 1 or 2 more things. And I got them done a few days ago. So I'm done with that. Now I'm moving on to Watch Dogs 2 fully. Then I got to do, I already own Far Cry 3 and 5, so I'm going to be working on those. I'm going to get Far Cry 4 and Primal at some point. I'll probably get New Dawn and Far Cry 6 at some point as well to do those. I don't know if I can get Far Cry 1 and 2 on anything. I'm going to look on my Xbox and see for sure, and play through those because I think that would be kind of fun. You know, get the whole Far Cry story encapsulated. Because those games are actually really fun. I've always really wanted to pick those games up, and now that I've played through about half of 3 story, I've really, really enjoyed it. I'm very glad I decided to pick those games up. Yeah, so Ubisoft's gonna get a lot of my money is basically what I'm trying to say right now. But no, I've really enjoyed playing through a lot of the Ubisoft games in my life, and while I'm not gonna say they're perfect, because let's be honest, it's Ubisoft games. They're not perfect. They're very far from perfect. They have a lot of issues. But I'm very much enjoying playing through them right now. I'm enjoying playing through what I've been playing through, and I look forward to playing through more. But I do kind of want to give you guys an updated situation on what's going on with the whole playing through the Assassin's Creed games. So I finished 4, like I said. I finished the story completely. I'm going to say this right now. Yes, it's still in the top spot. Might not move, like I said. But something I've kind of noticed is they've taken a lot of focus out of you doing everything you can in the game. Like, with 3, it's like, okay, get 100% of this, do this, do this, do this for trophies and shit like that. I'm like, okay, that's really cool, because I enjoy going around and getting all the collectibles and shit. That's part of what I enjoy of the game. And then 4, you still kind of had to do that, but you didn't have to get 100% of the synchronization, like 100%, 100%. Because I'm still missing a treasure chest, which bugs the hell out of me. I'm probably going to go back and get it. I just don't really know if I want to grind the time away to send out my ships, wait for them to come back, see if the treasure map got there, send my ships back out if it didn't, wait again for them to come back, look again, see if it's there, and if it is, go get it, you know what I mean? Because I already have to grind the multiplayer to get to 55 on that. And that's already kind of pissing me off enough. But I noticed with Unity, there's even less, like, get all of the collectibles things. I noticed it with Far Cry 3, too, is you don't have to get all the collectibles. It's like, dude, what's the point of putting some collectibles in here if you're not... Like, I get it. You don't want to go overboard and have people get annoyed with it because you have them collect all the collectibles for a trophy. But a lot of people, a lot of completionists especially, love getting all the collectibles, including myself. I'm still probably going to get all the collectibles in Far Cry 3. I still might go back and get the treasure map that I don't have in Black Flag because I'm a fucking psychopath. But what I'm saying is, if you guys, like, I don't know why, I'm going to have to look through some of the other trophies as I go through a lot more of these games and see if they have, like, get 100% of the viewpoints, get 100% of these collectibles and shit like that. Like, fuck, Watch Dogs makes you have to collect all the songs you can collect on Song Sneak to get an achievement. You have to literally rely on other players to come invade your game to get an achievement. It's such a fucking monumental pain in the ass, but it's very fun because it's not something you really feel locked down to. Like, it's not something you yourself control. It's something else. It's something somebody else controls. I really, really enjoy that kind of chaotic sort of trophy slash achievement. It's very fun for me. And as I've been playing through the Assassin's Creed games, I've really started to notice that it seems like they don't give a shit as much. Like, it's like, oh, receive 100% synchronization, or like do all the missions you can do in Paris or some shit like that. That's one of the trophies. It's like, dude, give me one for collecting all the fucking collectibles in the game or something. Give me one for solving all the crimes or something. I don't fucking know. Just give me trophies for things that you want me to do in the game. Give me a reason to be doing this side quest shit, to be doing this other stuff. I mean, granted, I know a lot of the side quests and the collectible shit does unlock you something in-game, but it's like, give me something to unlock that's not just in-game. Something that that sticks with me, you know? Give me something for getting all the collectibles that is going to stay there, that I'm going to see all the time. Like a trophy. Makes sense, you know what I mean? But I'm very excited. Like, I've really enjoyed playing through Unity. I'm very, very excited to go play through Syndicate. Especially because there's Jack the Ripper DLC. And if you guys know anything about me, I'm a sucker for Jack the Ripper and Victorian England shit. I'm a nerd, you guys. Like, when I say I'm a history nerd, I fucking mean it. I'm a huge nerd for Victorian England especially, so I'm very excited to play through Syndicate if you haven't noticed. But yeah, I've really enjoyed playing through Unity so far. It's not perfect. I think, honestly, of the games I've played through so far, it's the one I'm enjoying the least. And I'll say this. I played through all of Liberation and all of Freedom Cry, which are, like, very small, standalone type games. Like, I mean, fucking Liberation was a port from PS Vita. But, like, still... I don't know, Unity's fun, but I feel like it's confusing as well. Like, you have to hold square and hold circle to draw and sheath your weapon, respectively. You have to actually press X instead of just running up to a building and going up it. I don't know why after... Fuck, when did that come out? 2015, I think? 2014, something like that. I don't know why after, like, 7, 8 years or whatever... of how long Assassin's Creed had been around, that they decided to then change how the free running and everything works and how the combat works. Like, why did you take what I was already enjoying in 3 and Black Flag and Liberation and Freedom Cry and what I enjoyed in Origins and the bit I've played of Odyssey? Why would you take that and change it to this? It reminds me a lot of when WWE 2K19 came out, and it was a really fun game. It was a great game. and then they announced changes to the controls for 2K20, even though I'm pretty sure 2K19 also had changes to controls, which weren't very big. They were very minor changes. And then 2K20 just changed the entirety of the control system, and nobody fucking liked it. New players hated it. Older players especially fucking hated it. And it sucked, man. And that's all it reminds me of, is it's like, you took this very streamlined, nice control system you guys had. You run up to the building and you go up it. You press square, you pull your weapon out. You press circle, you put your weapon away. You do this thing and this thing. And also, it's very unresponsive sometimes to pull your weapon out. And I think that's what I've noticed too, is when I press square, even if I hold it for a quick second, it doesn't fucking pull my weapon out. I have to hold it for a few seconds before I pull my weapon out. I'm like, okay, I'm already being attacked, game. Can you just let me pull my fucking weapon out already? This is why I like it, just pressing square and being done with it. The free running is also really weird. It's like, oh, press X to free run up and press circle to free run down. It's like, that doesn't make sense. Like, just let me free run normally. Let me just run, and that be it. I don't want to press other buttons. I just want to run. It doesn't make sense why they decided to change the control so much. Arno's a pretty good character. I wouldn't deny he's not a horrible character. As far as characters go, he's not the bottom of the list, but he's not the top. I'd say he's like a fine middle ground. You know, he's somewhere above Bayek and Haytham, but he's much further below Connor and Edward and Adewale and Cassandra and Ezio and Altair. Okay, look, he's not perfect, okay, but he's definitely not the worst. And like I said, I haven't really played Syndicate yet, so I can't really rank those characters on where I think they fit in terms of charisma, I guess is the best way to put it. But I will say, if you guys want a ranking of the characters specifically, I'll give you one. Currently, we have Edward and Adewale, because let's be honest, I'm not taking their fucking top. They get the top spot together because they're both awesome. Connor, Cassandra / the other one, whose name I can't think of right now because I play as Cassandra, because that's the canon character to play as. Ezio and Altair, about the same because I don't really remember much about them. Then I'll say we have Arno, and then we have Bayek, and then Haytham. I'll give Haytham the bottom spot because his character is pretty fucking boring. Except when you're not playing as him. When he comes back and helps Connor later in the game, his character is fucking amazing. Man, does his character suck when you're playing as him. And then, oh, what the hell's her name? The chick from Liberation, whose name I can't fucking remember right now. I'd say she's probably also about the same spot as Arno. She had really good character motivations, but nothing about her character stuck to me much, except for the outfit changes. I like getting to kind of have the option of what outfit I wanted to use for her, whether it was the slave, the assassin, or the, like, royal family sort of get up, you know, the fancy clothes, I guess you could say. But yeah, I've really enjoyed running around the French Revolution for Assassin's Creed Unity. I'm not going to enjoy doing the online trophies. I can already guarantee that. I hate games that give you online trophies. It makes it so difficult. Granted, if you guys don't know, if I remember to link the site, I'll try to do it down in the description. You guys can go, if you play on PlayStation specifically, you guys can go to psnprofiles.com. I highly suggest it. It helps so much. Not only can you see updated trophies for yourself and your friends and other players all around the world, you can also go in and find guides for trophies. So if you're struggling with a specific trophy, you can go in and find a pretty step-by-step guide on how to get a trophy. I did this a lot so far with the Assassin's Creed series, as there's things I just really don't fucking know how to do. There's things that I'm confused about. There's things that I really am lost about at times, and honestly, having a trophy guide really fucking helps. And thirdly, the biggest thing is if you have a game that has online specific trophies. There's a lot of games out there that do not have much online activity anymore, but if you need an online trophy, you can go on there and you can find boosting rooms and you can find cooperative rooms to help you get whatever trophy potentially you need. I know I did this with some of the Assassin's Creed 4 trophies, and literally the people I was boosting with have now fucking basically seemingly dropped off the face of the earth, and none of them talk to me for whatever reason. None of them are responding to me. All I have to do is get to level 55, and none of them are saying shit. So I have to actually play Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag online, which is the worst part of Black Flag. And while, yes, that does kind of affect my rating of it, at the end of the day, I'm mostly ranking the stories and the gameplay, less so the online functionality and tidbits of these games, because not a lot of them have online. So it put a lot of amazing games really far down the list because they have no online. If you want me to rank the online, I would say so far, because I've only played Black Flags, that's at the top of the list. Everything else is somewhere below it because I don't know what other games have online functionality stuff, and I don't know what their online is like. But I'll definitely say, like, it's definitely a pain in the ass sometimes to not be able to get 100% of trophies for something because of online trophies. So it's really nice to find a site like PSN Profiles and get to actually sit there and find people to play this game with you. Like, hey, I need help getting trophies in Dead Island. Can you guys come help me out? And, you know, we'll play the games together and we'll work on the trophies together. It's really fucking cool, and I highly suggest it. This is not in any way sponsored by PSN Profiles. I'm just saying it's a very, very good site to go to and to go find them and actually see the sort of stuff that you can be seeing on that. And if you guys want to go follow me, I am on there. I'm sure you guys have seen both my PlayStation name and Dalton's enough times. Y'all can probably go find it and go find his on there and keep updated and like keep an update on our trophy status for everything and see how we're doing on our trophy challenge. Because yes, we are still doing the trophy challenge. Dalton has not had as much time to play, and I only just got PS Plus back recently, so I haven't been playing much of anything because I've just kind of been taking a break, because with no PS Plus, when you need specifically an online trophy for one of the games, it's kind of a pain in the ass, because that's all I need, and then I have the platinum. But yeah, I hope you guys are really looking forward to the rest of the ranking system for Assassin's Creed games. I'm going to try to go a little bit in depth with each game and kind of talk about some points from it. It might not be perfect. Ooh, excuse me. And there's probably going to be a ton of things I miss from each game and don't cover. And I'm sorry if I don't, but I will try to do my best to cover a lot of the big talking points. Maybe I'll go home, I'll go upstairs and I'll grab a notebook out and I'll, you know, top of a page, mark the game, mark some things I remember, write a few things about it that I find really interesting, and just keep kind of a small list of each game and kind of talk about some of its strong points and some of its low points. But we'll see. But yeah, that's kind of it for this update video on that. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I will see you all in the next video, and I promise you the next ranking will be coming very soon. Stay golden. Peace.